How to add images into a Minecraft world without using any fancy texture packs. Hello everybody and welcome to OMGcraft. I'm your host, OMG Chad. This is something that you almost have to see in order to understand what is going on. We are going to be adding images into a world without editing texture packs, without coming up with weird ways. We're just going to be using maps inside of the game and a little tool in order to make it possible. So let me show it to you so that you believe it.
Dun, 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 da-da! Hello everybody and welcome to my amazing piece of art in my world. I love it so much. It looks so good. I always wanted one. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Oh my gosh, this thing is ridiculous. And how are you going to get something like this beautifulness in your world? Well, it's actually pretty simple. We are using maps here, obviously, and they are now creating an image on this wall. You can see that all the different tiles right here. Oh yes, that's my favorite one right there. And it's pretty simple on how to make it. So let's start off with, you have to decide exactly how large you want your map wall to be. We're gonna do this a little bit taller than the other one, just to kind of show off that it doesn't have to be square, and we're gonna make sure that the image fits perfectly within this space. So this is 3 by 4, so that means that it's 12 blocks total. By the way, you can do this in survival, but you just need to edit your save. So we're gonna put down item frames. You don't have to be in creative is what I'm saying. And this is where your thing is going to be. Now, what you need to do is get some maps, and you need all the maps to fill this area. Go ahead and remember, when you craft maps, they are blank, and then you right-click them in order for them to become actual maps in the world. So we're going to go ahead and click. We need 12 of these because there's 12 item frames. So we're going to have to do this 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you go. So you can see these are all of the maps that we just created. Now, in our inventory, you can also see that you have them numbered. And that's because we opened a new map every single time instead of duplicating a map over and over again. This is important because every map needs to have its own data, so you do have to click every single map and make sure that there's a different number. Now, keep this number in mind. This is the first map we made. It is number 21. That will become useful later, and then we go all the way to map 32. So right now there are 32 maps in my world, and the first one that we did to make this wall is map 21. Now you can go ahead and place it on the wall. All you have to do is right-click and then move to the next map. So 21 is up there in the corner, and then I move to 22, and we're gonna go down in these columns, okay? So we're gonna start at the top left hand, and then go down a column, then move to the next column and go down. Don't do it like you're reading from right to left and then go down one. You have to do it this way. So we're going to switch every map. There we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they look all the same right now, but that's because we still need to do a step. Now we get these out, 29, 30, 31, and 32. Start back here at the beginning, 29, or whatever, 28, 30, 32. Anyway, there we go. So we have all the maps on the wall. Now we can go ahead and save and quit. Now, this next step isn't required, but it does help you if you want your maps to line up perfectly and not have any letterboxing or be squished. So we're going to go ahead and open up the file that we want to put into our world. And this is the file that we are going to use. Now, what we want to do is make sure that we resize it, because remember that our wall was something like that. It was taller than it was wider, but this image is obviously much wider than it is taller. So what you're going to do is use this select tool, which is over here. This is, by the way, paint.net, which is a free application. Completely free to use. This isn't like Photoshop where it costs hundreds of dollars to have. Paint.net, totally free. That's why I'm showing it off here. You're going to use the select tool, and normally the select tool allows you to select whatever you want. But what we want to do is have it select exactly the amount of item frames that we put down. So you can see that this is the select tools properties right here. Right here where it says normal, drop that menu down and choose fixed width. And in here, we can type in anything that you want. So let's say maybe this is just an example. You needed 16 by 9 because you were looking to put something into a video that you were editing. Now this keeps the width at 16 by 9. For us, our item frames were 3 wide and 4 tall. So now it will, no matter what we do, select a 3 by 4 selection. So let's go ahead. Actually, I want to grab a little bit more of that. There we go. So you can see now, be careful because if you start to select off of the image, it's going to kind of push it up and you're not going to select that. So once you have the selection, you can also choose this white mouse and kind of move your selection around just a bit. Once you have exactly what you want, then hit the crop tool, which is right next to the paste button. There you go. And go ahead and save that image, and you can save it as whatever quality you want. Now onto, that was just a step just to make sure everything lines up perfectly. Now onto the tool that will actually make these map files for you. Here it is, mc-map.djfun.de. And we're going to go ahead and choose the file that we just edited. Here it is in all of its amazing glory. Go ahead and open that. Now you're going to choose the amount of maps. Now, horizontal, we only did 3, and vertical, we only did 4. So make sure you select yours. It's going to show as many maps as you could have made it. So we could have made it as big as a 6 by 8, but we only did a 3 by 4. Go ahead and select. Now you can notice, oh, look how smooth. Oh, look at these smooth colors. Well, maps in Minecraft don't have those smooth colors. So we're going to have to adjust the colors so you can see this is before and after. Oh my God. I haven't looked at that before. That is that is pretty bad looking. Ooh, okay. That's what the map is going to look like in the world. Next, it's asking you here, and this is a little confusing, which is why I'm going to point this out a little bit more in detail than other stuff. How many maps does your world already have? And you may remember earlier, I'm going to go ahead and jump in and remind you that I pointed out the map number that we started with. We started with map 21, and we ended with map 32. So if you look at this website, you may want to type in 32 because your world has 32 maps in it. Well, this is a little confusing because what it's really needing is what number did your map number start with? And that was map 21. And then we made all of the maps all the way up to 32. But this top right corner is map 21, and that's the information that this needs. So type in 21 and hit create file, and it's going to run through all this. You can see that it's creating them, and then it gives you this download of all of your map data. If we open this up, you might be thinking, oh, look at all these images. Oh, whoa, those aren't images at all. Well, this is what Minecraft uses to make those maps. These map_21.dat all the way to 32. So this is the data that Minecraft is using. So you have to replace this, obviously, in your save folder. So right here, we're in our Minecraft folder, .minecraft here. This is in application support on the Mac, and of course the .minecraft and under app data and roaming on PC. So aim for the save that you did this in, and this one is just called New World with a whole bunch of dashes or hyphens off to the side. And then once you're inside the save, choose the data folder. Go ahead and open that up, and you can see all of the map data right here. These are all the maps that I have created in my world. These first few were the waffles thing I was showing off. And this is, of course, this right here. So we're going to go ahead. You could either unzip this zip and then put it in here. I'm using a program called 7-Zip. So all I have to do is drag these folder files over into the data folder. It's going to ask, do you want to replace these? You're going to go, yep, I do. And there you can see it's selected the files that have been replaced, map 21 through map 32. So let's jump back into our world and see if it all worked. And crossing your fingers, yep, it did. Oh my gosh. Those are lips only a mother could love. Wow, this is this is great. This is fantastic. Never better. You can also see all of the different tiles here on the map. And remember, these are maps, so if you wanted to, you can rotate them. Oh my god. Ooh, this is trippy. I don't know if I like this so much. Or you can pull them off and rotate them around. By the way, remember, if you didn't go from top to bottom, this would look very, very, very weird. We can get some item frames just so that you can kind of see what I mean. Is if I was to do this incorrectly and go across just like how you read, well, it wouldn't look so hot. But as long as we go down the correct way, they will tile together. I need to put down these to keep going. So if your map looks like that, there's a reason for it. So you can kind of troubleshoot those issues. Remember, this does work on servers. So if you have a server, you can do the exact same thing. It doesn't have to be saved on your local machine. And so you could have rules posted, or you could have images of the mods, or anything that you want in this map data. And one thing of note, I did try this on the pre-release, and I had a few issues with maps updating when you held them, and also little green map dots of where the map was placed on the world in the 1.12 pre-release. It still works, but it's not as nice as this, where you can just have a photo of your hair. That looks amazing. I'm just gonna keep that one with me all the time. Right over here. There we go. Nice. Okay. Put them together, and what do you got? Okay. Thank you so much. This is just creepy.
I hope that you use this to some function for maybe fun, or possibly ridiculousness, or maybe just informationally. Also, I remember seeing in the past, because maps can be put onto open fence gates with item frames, and you can walk through them just like you can with paintings, I've seen people actually use this to recreate Minecraft textures that you can act like are real textures and hide stuff that way inside of them. So your image would just be a Minecraft texture that's normally in the game. Some pretty sneaky stuff. Once again, the website is in the description below so that you can make these contraptions. Thanks so much for watching this episode of OMGcraft. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Make sure you comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and make sure you subscribe. Recently, I found out that 86% of you who watch these videos do not subscribe. What the heck? Come on. We'd be at 4 million subs if everybody subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.